Solo self found, random class, random passive tree, no stash, items deleted on death, waypoints only, and restricted MTX. This is Insanity. Hello everybody, my name is Woolie, and welcome to episode 1 of Path of Exile Insanity. So, yes, that intro was a little clickbaity, so let's open up the actual rules and let me go through them. So, this is a solo self-found series, so everything I have to get is from scratch. There's no stash, except for special unlocks, and we'll go over the unlocks here in a different section. So, random class, random skill tree. So how I did the random skill tree was actually using this little auto hotkey script that I wrote, and I'll just put it on the screen for a second. You guys can look at it. It's nothing. It's basically, I just didn't want to have Google Chrome open for the random number generator the whole time. So launching the hotkey, essentially what I did is, let's open up Path of Building here. You can see all my stuff. Woo! Let's bring over Path of Building. Okay, so here's the skill tree, and I'll just put in a few clips here to show you exactly what was going on with it. But essentially what I did is I, first of all, look at the number of classes. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, including Scion. 7 total classes. So right here, put in 7, number of available paths. I originally wrote this script because I was planning on doing the randomness every time I leveled up, instead of making a pre-built skill tree in like Path of Building or PoE skill tree, whatever. So I wanted this little script instead of having to keep a Chrome tab open. As you know, Chrome eats up a lot of memory. But I ultimately decided to just use POB instead. So the general gist of it is you choose the amount of connected nodes that are possible. So for instance, I got Marauder. I'll show the clips, by the way. You know what? I'm going to roll the clips now, and then I'll explain what I did after that. Okay, so here we go. Let's see what class we get. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 classes. So 7 possibilities. So that'll be 1. That'll be 7 going clockwise. All right, here we go. Boom. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 5. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, Marauder. Okay. All right, I can dig that. So we got Marauder. And for Ascendancy choice, we have 3. Oh, this is tough. All right. You know which one we don't want to get. All right, here we go. So we'll say 1, 2, 3, because that's clockwise. All right, here we go. No. No way. How could this happen to me? The first time. This is the first take too. This is completely, oh my god. Well, we're gonna be a berserker. All right, so let's go ahead and start this tree. So start off with 2 available nodes. We'll call this one 1, that one 2. We got 1, so we're going here. Thank God. Get some life. Have to. Oh wait. All right, future Woolie here to explain what that idiot was doing. Let me hide my webcam real quick. So let's say we have this much of a passive tree so far. Let's say we're right here on this point, Warrior's Blood. So from here, you see that we have 1, 2, 3, 4 available nodes to path to. So using this macro, number of available paths, 4. 3, so it generated 3. So what you do is from whatever node you're on, draw a straight line up and then go clockwise. So this would be node 1, 2, 3, 4. It chose 3, so we're going here. And then you repeat the process. So there's 1, 2, 3 possibilities. So here's the first predicament, actually. So the straight line, this node is, here it's a clear separation, right? There's clearly 2 on each side. That's clockwise. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Here, on the other hand, there's only 1, and it's really close to the straight line. So do I call that the last node or the first node? In this case, I'd probably call it the first node. And it literally, it doesn't matter because it's all random. So it's not like I'm cheating. I haven't rolled for the next path here. So it's not like I'm doing anything. It's still a random outcome. So I'd call that 1, 2, 3. It's just for my brain to catch up because like I said, I'm an idiot. So we rolled 1, so we'd go here. This is the only available node. So go there, go there, go there. And then you repeat the process ad hominem. So 1, 2, 3, 4 possibilities again. So this would be 1 because it's right at 12 o'clock noon. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got path 4, so boom, 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 boom. And now we have 1, 2, 3 nodes. We get 2, so we go down, etc., etc. And the only other issue is, let's say we were back to here, and we rolled down here, and then we rolled here. So the only other place to go would be here, right? And then we have just an infinite loop. So in that kind of a situation, that happened quite a bit, by the way. You'll see in the final skill tree. What happens here is I just go back to the last available node, which would be here, and then I would roll again. So I would roll for this node and this node. So there'd be 2 possibilities. I chose node 2, so going straight line, going clockwise, that's 1, this 2. So I'd go over here, go here, etc., etc. So hopefully that makes a little sense. What's our last point going to be? How many options do we have? 1, 2. That's it. More attack speed instead of Art of the Gladiator. 4% attack speed instead of 12% attack speed, and a bunch of other stuff. Okay, cool. So this is basically our tree. How much life do we have? 90%. It's doable. It's doable, I promise. So we have awesome synergy here with axes, swords, maces, and staffs. So that's pretty good. All right, Future Willie here one last time, just because I didn't do a very good job explaining it before. We have 90% life. It's pretty awesome. We got some synergy with axes, swords, stabs, maces, you know, the likes. Usually everyone likes a little bit of mix up here and there. We got reduced mana, just in case we run out of mana or something. I don't know, man. It's a pretty bad tree, honestly. My favorite part, unwavering stance, can't be stunned, and then we can't be stunned if we have at least 25 rage. So, you know, we got like double stun immunity going on. It's pretty sick. Yeah, it's a pretty bad tree. Honestly, I'll be able to remedy this with the unlock system. I forgot if I already explained this, or I'm editing the video. I can put it wherever I want. So the unlock system will be explained, or already has been explained. I don't know, because I'm stupid, like I've said many times. Yeah, that's the skill tree here. We have pretty awesome stuff going on here. Okay, now it's time to do our Ascendancy points. So this is kind of random, but not as random as the passive tree, of course. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4 options here. We're going with a 1. So we have the war cries. Okay. Now we have 1, 2, or 3. We have 1 again, so we're going here. Oh no, we're the rage. No. All right, last points here. 1 or 2. 1. Aspect of cont. Okay. You know what? So we cannot be stunned if we have 25 rage, and we also just cannot be stunned. So that's pretty sick. Synergy. All right, so looking at number 3 here, all items in inventory and equipped items are deleted on death except for one of choice. So the reason I chose to keep one item is because I need a weapon. It's as simple as that. If I don't have a weapon, then I literally will have to punch. I'll have to go back to Act 1, punch stuff. You know what? That might actually be kind of fun. Let me know. I'm going to keep this rule for now, but let me know if it would be more fun for me to just lose everything on death. That might be pretty interesting to watch. All right, number 4, waypoints only, no portal scrolls. Pretty self-explanatory. Portal scrolls just make it easier to get around. They're not necessary at all. Log out okay, meaning that if I'm like a tidal island, I'll probably be there in a couple seconds actually. To turn in that quest, instead of running all the way back to the waypoint and then taking the town, then going back, I can just log out, log back in, and then talk to the town person, then take the waypoint, if that makes sense. So it's still not as fast as portal scrolls, but you know, it's not a big deal, honestly. All right, restricted MTX. So this one's just a joke. Obviously, everyone knows the joke that MTX is all over the place now. Super important. So restricted MTX, meaning I get 1 MTX slot per boss killed. And I actually have this on because I took a screenshot. So we don't have any MTX right now. We haven't killed any bosses. So let's get into the unlocks for this series. This will be the interesting part. So killing any act boss, I get the ability to respec 1 node, and that's from POB. That's not on the current passage tree that I have. That means I can go in here to POB and I can say, okay, I'm never going to use this node here. And then I have the ability, and I can choose any node I want. And then I have the ability to place it anywhere. So right here, a little bit of life, boom, I'll just place it there instead. Meaning I can go back on my actual passive tree. Obviously, I'm level 2, just killed Hillock, so I don't have anywhere to go. But then I can go back on my passive tree here and actually respec that point. I'm thinking of other ways to do this, but for right now, I think this is the best bet. I could do it randomly, but honestly, it'd be kind of hard to find a suitable path like the last point I was at. I don't want to deal with all that, so I can just choose any point that I'm not going to use and then place it anywhere. All right, so looking at unlock number 2 here, killing Act 10 Katava plus 1 item stashed and respec 10 nodes. We just talked about the respec. The currency equals 1 stack means whatever item I choose, if it's currency, then I just get the whole stack. So chaos, I get 10 chaos, jewelers get 20 jewelers, etc., etc. The reason why I'm choosing items stashed as an unlock is just because my inventory will start to get really cluttered at this point, and if I die, I'll lose a lot of progress, and especially the difference between, let's say, like tier 5 maps and tier 13 maps. That's a really, really big difference, and I need gear for that. So if I do happen to die, then it would be nice to have a little bit of leeway here. Number 3, completing all maps, the bonus included, so not just running let's say an uncorrupted tier 11. I have to do the bonus as well. Of any tier is the ability to stash that tier. So completing all the maps, let's say of tier 1, means I can stash all the tier 1 maps. The only reason I'm doing this is because my inventory would be entirely maps if I did not do that, and that's just not fun for me to deal with, honestly. So the next one, completing all maps of a color, so all the whites, all the yellows, and all the reds, respectively. 10 node respec and additional item stash, same as Katava up here, because that's a pretty big thing, right? I'm not going to complete all the white maps for a long time, especially because I'm solo self-bound. I'm not going to complete all the yellow maps for an even longer time, and especially all the red maps. So this is a pretty big unlock, which is why I keep give it the same weight as killing Act 10 Katava. Number 5, killing Elder on any difficulty. I only get this benefit once, is an additional item stashed and then respec 5 nodes. A little lesser. Elder's not that hard, let's be honest. Number 6, killing all the Guardians plus 1 item stash and respec 5 nodes. This is not per Guardian. This is once I kill all of the Guardians, because that's basically a step before Shaper, as most of you guys probably know. Number 7, killing Shaper, plus 2 item stash, respec 5 nodes, plus 2 items, because Shaper's obviously harder than killing his Guardians. And then finally, Uber Elder, I can stash 5 items and respec 10 nodes. So I didn't want to go overboard with the respec, because it would just make the game way too easy. I'd have a real passive tree at that point. So 5 item stash, though, that's pretty big. So what is the goal of this series, you might ask? Well, number 1 is to see me suffer. And number 2, rewards, I am getting a Headhunter. Okay, that's the goal of the series. I'm going to get a solo self-found Headhunter with these ridiculous rules, and that's the series right there. And I'm not going to farm it. I'm not going to go Burial Chambers, because I'm solo self-found. How are you supposed to farm Burial Chambers on solo self-found? I don't know. You could probably block the Atlas. You could probably do some crappy stuff. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to get a Headhunter from scratch because there's Nemesis in this league. And it's literally the first mod you get. So paying 2 Chaos, get Nemesis, and I have the chance of getting a Headhunter, the most iconic item in the game. I think you ask anybody, they're probably going to say that. So that's the goal for this series. And now that I think about it, not calling it rewards, but rather goal. A little more suiting there. Makes a little more sense. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this first episode. This is just me going over the rules, not really any gameplay. Actually, no gameplay, except if you count Marauder standing in the Lionized Watches. Sick gameplay, dude. Other than that, hope you guys enjoyed the first episode. Looking forward to see you guys for episode 2. And please let me know in the comments what you would like to see different about this. If my mic sounds like garbage, $400 mic, by the way, it messes up all the time. Ask any of my friends in Discord. Anyway, that was just a joke. It's not really a joke. It does mess up quite a bit. Please, sincerely, let me know what you want to see different. Let me know what you just want to see in general. I'll think about adding it. Look at this dude that just came in here. What the heck is that? He's got the Abyss. Hey, get back here. He's got the Abyss helm. He's got the... he went away. Anyway, see you later.